Hey Joseph, this is Chris Doyle at Alderman Chevrolet Buick GMC in Rutland, Vermont, Vermont's favorite car dealership, where we're known for awesome deals and fabulous service. Thank you for your request for information on this brand new addition to our lot. Brand new as of probably about 20 minutes ago, actually. This is a very, very difficult to find vehicle right now. Pretty high demand given gas prices too. This is a 2018 Chevrolet Volt. This is the LT trim. It came in two trim levels, an LT and a Premier. This is a little unusual because this is the LT, but it has the leather interior inside. And just want to kind of give you a little bit of a tour all the way around this car. This is a vehicle that we sold here. All the service work was done here and it came back here. Again, we haven't had it for very long here. I had one of these myself. I had a 2018 Chevrolet Volt. It's a fantastic vehicle. Very unusual. Really nothing else was quite like it. You know, it's a plug-in hybrid, but sort of, because most plug-in hybrids, it's a combination of the battery power and gasoline. This is a little different, where you could have all electric or all gas, or battery and switch over while you're driving, or just use the battery. When it runs out of the charge, go to gas. It's very interesting. Really eliminated some of the range anxiety that folks tend to have when it comes to EVs, because while on a pure charge you could run up to about 53 miles, that's a year-round average, you've then got another 350 miles on gas. And even when this car was in gas mode, it would get about 42 miles per gallon. So just really kind of the best of all worlds in a great looking vehicle. Technically a 5-door hatchback. I kind of tend to look at it as a very sporty sedan here. Just really nice lines. The single most aerodynamic sedan General Motors ever built. Just a great looking vehicle. Let's take a look in here. This is they call it a 5-passenger. I say 4 very comfortably. I'm going to hop here in the back just so you can get a view of what's going on up front. There's that dashboard up front. Regular old shifter, but it's automatic, but it is a single-speed automatic transmission, and there's a drive and a low. I'll kind of explain that in a minute. Very comfortable. Like I said, I like having the leather in here too. It's a 5-door hatchback, so we'll get a better view of the hatch area in the back in just a minute. I want to show you 2 things. I'll show you the other one eventually. There's your plug for the level 1 and level 2. Plug it in at home if you like. I guess you could have a level 2 charger if you want. Not really necessary with the Volt because you've got the gas backup. I always just plug mine in every night. I barely ever used gas. I'm gonna hop in here again just so you can get a look here. I'm gonna get this out of the way just to give you a better view all the way around. You've got your automatic climate control, which is on. You have your heated seats. You do also have the heated steering wheel. That just kind of comes along with the really nice leather interior that we've got there. So let's take a look here. See this mode button right here? That is something that's going to determine normal, which is electric, at least until it runs out. Sport mode, which I have never really used. It's there. Most cars have it. It'll just be even a little bit quicker off the line, and this is a very fast car. Mountain mode, again, more for the west than here. It's just going to reserve a little bit of electricity there just in case if you need it for long climbs up the mountains. Again, more of a west coast than an east coast thing. And hold, which means, and you're about to see on this little telltale, there you go. Over there, that's your electric, just went gray, and it's just gas. So you can just tell it to just use the gas, or maybe, nah, forget it. I want to use the electricity instead. And all of that can be done on the fly as you drive. It is pretty seamless. Right now, for example, it's not a full charge right now, but we got about 39 miles on there. If we were to drive it and ran that all the way down, it would very seamlessly run right over to gas, and you'd probably never even notice it unless you were staring at this screen while it happened. Just a really great system here. With that shifter, again, drive. We've got our drive here. I am right-handed, so sorry, trying to do it left-handed here. And when you're in drive, it's going to drive just like any other automatic you've ever owned. But when you're in low, when you take your foot off that accelerator, rather than just coast, it's actually going to very gently brake. and that will recharge the battery even more while you drive than just coasting, because this is a car that's going to want to send electricity and recharge back into that battery as you go along. Taking a look at the main screen here, we got our audio, AM, FM, satellite radio. We have our little projection here. It means Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There are your USB ports for plugging in there too. All sorts of settings here that you can go through. Of course, that's our nice big backup camera here too. A lot of fun to drive, very quick, about 6.5, 7 seconds, 0 to 60. Just a lot of torque when you're driving this vehicle. And again, for most people, really depending on how you drive the car, you may or may not ever use a whole lot of the gasoline, but if you're going to go on a long cross-country trip, just put it in gas mode. Again, about 42 miles per gallon when you're in gas mode. Just really kind of, as I said, kind of the best of all worlds here. It is a 5-door hatchback with a very large trunk. Just a lot of storage space here in the back. Good visibility all the way around. I love it in the red. Again, just a really nice vehicle all the way around. I can't imagine it's going to be here very long. We have not had a used Volt here in quite some time, and they tend not to last because, again, it's just a really fun, creative, fun to drive, good-looking electric vehicle for folks that aren't quite ready to make that transition all the way over to full electric, because you do have, it's not a very large gas tank, you don't need one, but you have about another 350 miles on a full tank in addition to the 53 miles on the electric. So if you'd like to learn more about this 2018 Chevrolet Volt LT, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click on the link in the comments below. If you're watching it on Facebook, you can go to the Learn More button, or better yet, just come see it and drive it in person. We're at 65 Windcrest Road in Rutland, Vermont, and that's just off Route 7 South. Hope to see you soon.